With the first pick in the 2016 NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Ben Simmons from Melbourne, Australia, and Louisiana State University.
A sizable Sixers contingent on hand to celebrate this pick. Ben Simmons from Australia. At various points in his career, he's been compared in terms of skills to a LeBron James type of players. You see Johnny Jones, his coach for 1 year at LSU, and that Sixers hat now goes on to Simmons as he makes his way to greet Adam Silver.
With the second pick in the 2016 NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select Brandon Ingram from Duke University.
Ingram averaged better than 17 points per game, shot better than 40% from three for Mike Krzyzewski's Blue Devils. And according to ESPN Analytics, this is the guy that is most likely to perform at an all-star level in his first 5 years in the NBA. He's a terrific offensive player because of the body type. There have been comparisons to Kevin Durant. That's a lofty standard, but certainly it's a great place to start for Brandon Ingram and the Lakers.
Another multi-dimensional player. Brandon Ingram is the youngest college player in this draft. He is a full year younger than Ben Simmons.
Brandon Ingram gets to step into Los Angeles with Lisa Salt.
Franchise reinventing itself since Kobe Bryant has retired. What immediate impact do you think that you will be able to have in Los Angeles?
Just leadership. I know going into Duke I was a little shy. I shied away from leadership and being vocal, but knowing being under Coach K, just bringing up some professionalism to the team and just try to impact with scoring and my defending ability.
Now, one of the first things I said when I saw you yesterday was, look how skinny you are. There have been questions about your durability possibly in the NBA because you are a thin guy. What do you say about those concerns?
I'm only 18. Of course, weight is going to come naturally, but I'm focused on getting stronger right now. I have an inner strength that no one knows about, and I'm just continuing to get stronger each and every day. Good
luck in LA. Congratulations to you, Brandon.
Here's Adam Silver.
With the third pick in the 2016 NBA Draft, the Boston Celtics select Jalen Brown from the University of California, Berkeley.
Perhaps a surprise to some, Jalen Brown averaged nearly 15 points in his lone season for the sturdy Golden Bears. Just this week, he went back to Boston for another workout and another chat with the Celtics brass. And again, trades have to go through the league. I'm not suggesting we know anything. I'm just saying we can pump the brakes just a little. But if this is the Celtics' choice, what do you think of it?
I like it because with his size at 6'6", he can play in the backcourt, he can play in the front court, he can be a ball handler, a guy that plays on the ball, off the ball. Defensively, he'll be able to compete. He has the athleticism and the strength to go against some of the elite wing players we have in the game.
Danny Ainge's also saying is as good as he is, we don't need another guard. Even if that guard is projected and best.
With the fourth pick in the 2016 NBA Draft, the Phoenix Suns select Dragan Bender from Croatia. He last played for Maccabi Tel Aviv.
Bender, as we touched on, is a highly thought of talent. He's only 18 years old. He turned 19 in November. Only averaged 5 points a game playing this year for Maccabi Tel Aviv, but the reason for that, he was playing at a level where older players tend to soak up a lot of the playing time, but Bender is highly regarded because of some of the workouts that we've talked about. Young man from Croatia going to the Suns with the 4th overall pick. So I guess now that we've made 4 picks, 2 went as scripted, but the numbers 3 and 4 picks from Boston and Phoenix, 2 of the teams who will control this first round with the number of picks, have been a bit of a surprise. As you see, Dragan Bender, and president of basketball operations, has made a choice.
With the 5th pick in the 2016 NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Chris Dunn from Providence College.
See you.
Another strong young player to go with the Timberwolves. They had 4 guys under 23 years of age who started 80 games and averaged double figures this past year. Now they get Chris Dunn, who is a college graduate. He had another year of eligibility left if he had chosen to take it. He's a 4th-year junior. Some shoulder issues early in his career. But he was versatile, he was spectacular, and if Tom Thibodeau is taking over the team, you want a defender, and Chris Dunn can certainly do that because Timberwolves struggled on defense.
Well, he is an elite defender, and Reese, Chris Dunn was the only player in the country to average over 16 points, over 5 rebounds, over 6 assists, and over 2 steals. He is another guy that's multidimensional, a great athlete.
With the 6th pick in the 2016 NBA Draft, the New Orleans Pelicans select Buddy Hield from Freeport, Bahamas, and the University of Oklahoma.
You saw the shirt in the crowd. Probably the only thing you can say right now is Boomer. There's Buddy Hield, the Oklahoma star. Led the Sooners to the Final Four, averaged 25 points per game. Put on shooting displays night after night. A senior, Michael Wilbon's delighted to see a senior go this high in the draft.
Yeah.
Played 4 years for Oklahoma. You see him hugging Lon Kruger there and improved each and every year. And not only just improved the numbers, Jay, as you watch Buddy Hield, he seemed to add a different facet to his game each season as well.
One of the hardest workers in this draft. He's got a great work ethic, and this is a kid who shot on a milk crate growing up in the Bahamas. And now look at him going to the NBA draft number 6 in New Orleans.
Well, Buddy, times were tough for you and your family growing up. Just tell me, what does this mean for your entire family to be drafted?
Man, I just happy for my family, happy where we come from, and just glad we were able to move far. We couldn't have done without God. I fight many days and grind night out in the gym. But I'm just thankful for God bless me in this moment, and a moment I can share with my family.
Is it true that you and your 5 brothers and sisters all had to, 6 brothers and sisters had to share the same bed growing up?
Yes, for sure. I saw we was going to use last 4 years back home, but our mom kept us strong, and I big shout out to my mom for keeping the family together, and we couldn't lose without her.
So what's the first thing that you're going to buy when you sign your deal?
Put money in church and buy my mom a house.
Nice, I love it. Congratulations.
With the 7th pick in the 2016 NBA Draft, the Denver Nuggets select Jamal Murray from Kitchener, Canada, and the University of Kentucky.
There's John Calipari, who has another lottery pick, this one being Jamal Murray, who averaged 20 points per game, another player with an international background who grew up in Canada, played a year for the Wildcats. Calipari saying all day today that he believes that Murray will lead all rookies in scoring next year. No Kentucky freshman had ever scored more points per game than Jamal Murray did this year. Now, Jay Williams has talked about maybe some concerns about lateral quickness. There's certainly no concern about his offensive game and ability to shoot.
No, and this is who Denver was really targeting and really wanted and got him.
With the 8th pick in the 2016 NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Marquise Chris from the University of Washington.
So there is Marquise Chris, who averaged nearly 14 points per game, 5 rebounds. Now, what he had problems with was staying in the game. He fouled out more than half of his first 20 games at the University of Washington. He certainly improved with that as the season went along and adapted to the college games. He's giving a hug to his coach at UW, Lorenzo Romar. Marquise Chris putting on the Kings hat and making his way to the stage. Now, look at a guy, Jay, and you mentioned how explosive he is.
Well, he's got a great future ahead of him. He's one of those high-risk, high-reward players.
The Marquise Chris shakes Adam Silver's hand. He's wearing a Kings hat right now, but Andy Katz is with us. And Andy, is this a pick that looks to be on the move?
Not looks to be, it is on the move. The Sacramento Kings have confirmed to me that Marquise Chris is being drafted for the Phoenix Suns, which makes a lot of sense because we thought the Suns wanted him at that number 4. And I can tell you that Dragan Bender's crew has just told me that he is not part of this deal. So the Phoenix Suns get Dragan Bender and Marquise Chris in this draft. We'll have to work out the rest of this trade as it develops, but the Kings confirming that they are drafting this pick for the Phoenix Suns.
With the 9th pick in the 2016 NBA Draft, the Toronto Raptors select Jakob Poeltl from Vienna, Austria, and the University of Utah.
I don't know how much you kids love the analytics, but among the top draft picks, not necessarily that Jakob Poeltl will be the biggest star, but based on all the criteria that goes into the analytics, Jakob Poeltl the least likely to be a bust in his first 5 years. He's got the tremendous size. He averaged 17 and 9 for the Utes, blocked a shot and a half a game, Pac-12 Player of the Year for Utah. Shot nearly 65% from the floor as Larry Krystkowiak, his college coach, is there celebrating, and Jakob Poeltl is on his way. He's just exactly what you were looking for, another big inside.
Absolutely, and I'm on a mission to retire the word bust. Maybe somebody that doesn't play up to expectation, because when you walk across this stage and you do this handshake, you get a chance to change the dynamic of your family and buy your mother a house. And to me, if I make it to the elite level of my profession, I am not a bust.
There's no lifetime bust there, is there?
Jakob, you played at Utah, so you have experience with the American game, something that many other international players don't have. How do you think that experience will translate and help you as you transition to the NBA?
It's amazing for me. Like, playing 2 years at Utah was an unbelievable experience, and I think not a lot of guys coming over from Europe get the chance to get used to the American style of play here and kind of prepare for the NBA like I did.
Congratulations to you. Have a great career.
Thank you.
Reese.
With the 10th pick in the 2016 NBA Draft, the Milwaukee Bucks select Sudan Maker from South Sudan and Perth, Australia.
Sudan Maker is perhaps the most well-traveled of anyone who will be drafted tonight. There were reports earlier today that there was concern over just how old Sudan Maker is. Believed to be 19, some thought maybe 2 to 4 years older. Now, here's a bio-blast on Sudan Maker if you're not familiar with him. He was born in the Sudan, escaped at the age of 6 during the Civil War. Moved to Australia, lived there for 8 years. When he was 14, he came to the United States. Played there for a while before going to Canada. Now, Jay mentioned the high school angle. The NBA, in talking to them this week, they went through all of his transcripts to try to determine exactly when he completed his high school coursework. It was determined that he did so at the end of 2015, so the year that he spent the prep school in Canada was deemed as a postgraduate year, thereby making him eligible for the NBA draft, and he goes number 10. Now, Jay, some people didn't know if he would go this high. Why is Sudan Maker going this quickly?
I think when Milwaukee worked him out, they really liked the fact that he's a 7-footer, he's really young, and he's super athletic.